Arsenal winning 3-1 in the end, although the scoreline doesn't actually tell you everything about the game. It's a bit more eventful than just a straightforward 3-1 win. Anyway, let's get to it. So at the start of the game, the manager made a few changes. He rotated the team. He brought in the likes of Gabriel Jesus and Sterling for starts. He had Partey in at right back. There was an injury concern. Ben White's out. Tomiyasu was on the bench. So he did make a few changes. But, at the end of the day, the team that he put out today, you would expect Arsenal to get the win and win fairly comfortably. I mean, people like myself and some of the other guys here, AFTV, were predicting 3s, 4s, 5s and things like that. Maybe we were being a bit too complacent. But yeah, certainly going into this game, you would expect that Arsenal would win and win comfortably. And they actually got off to a good start in terms of the tempo of the game. However, for whatever reason, we weren't quite firing. There was a bit of a disconnect in terms of the cutting edge today. We played some good approach play, had chances, but didn't finish them. I think Arsenal in that first half had something like 14 shots on goal, but only one of them on target. So that was pretty disappointing. And Southampton, to be fair to them, they hung in there. They rode their luck at times. But at the end of the first half anyway, it went in 0-0, and you think to yourself, "Wow, come on, Arsenal! You should really be putting these guys away." So it's a little bit concerning the fact that the first half ended up at 0-0. So anyway, come out for the second half, you're thinking, okay, Arsenal, the manager's probably going to lay into them a little bit. They're going to come in the second half strong, and it didn't quite happen. Again, they had a lot more of the ball than Southampton, had a lot more attacks, but again, wasn't quite at it in terms of a cutting edge. And then in 55 minutes, I think it was, lo and behold, Southampton actually take the lead at the Emirates. William Saliba doesn't close down Cameron Archer. To be fair to Cameron Archer, he does well, gets his shot off, bottom right-hand corner, and you're thinking, wow, I can't believe what I'm seeing here. Southampton are 1-0 up. But before the panic could set in, 3 minutes after that, Kai Havertz, who looked pretty bright all game, he got the equaliser. Very good goal. Very well taken goal. And Arsenal are up and running at 1-1. And from then on, you kind of thought that Arsenal would go on to win and win fairly comfortably, and they did. Gabriel Martinelli, who came on as a substitute for Sterling, he got second in 68 minutes. And Bukayo Saka, who was my man of the match, he got the third goal. So Arsenal end up winning 3-1. Goal and 2 assists for Bukayo Saka. Havertz, he scored, and he actually equalled Robin van Persie's record for consecutive home game goals. So that was good for him. Nice touch there. Gabriel Martinelli, as I said, 68 minutes, he got a goal. That was good for him. Well taken goal. Good that he could come off the bench and make an impact. Used his pace well, looked bright, looked to take on the defender, definitely made a difference. So all in all, in the end, it was fairly comfortable. But obviously, the big shock was Arsenal actually going behind to Southampton after 55 minutes. And you're thinking, wow. But as I said before, the team have shown resilience all season. They're robust. And they got back into it and then went on to win fairly comfortably. I think in the end, it was something like they had 29 shots on goal, 6 on target, registered something like 60% possession overall. So a comfortable win in the end. But Arsenal, once again, I think it's fair to say, not at their fluent best, but they got the job done, which is the important thing. So with that win, Arsenal go into third place, and we're going into the international break now. And at the end of match day 7, Arsenal have 5 wins and 2 draws. So they're unbeaten in the Premier League this season. They're in a good place. Maybe not clicking as, well they should, given the amount of possession they tend to have in games. However, the one thing I would say is, I've said it earlier, they're resilient, they're robust, the mentality is right, and even when they go behind in games like they did today, you always back them, and so it proved today. So going into the international break, unbeaten in all competitions, 3rd in the league, lots to play for. I think that they've done well. So shout out to the manager and the players for that. They've done themselves well, done themselves proud, and they can look forward to when the season resumes against a Bournemouth team who incidentally lost today. I think they lost. Who did they lose to, Bournemouth? I know they lost. to Leicester. Bournemouth lost to Leicester. So we go into the next phase of the season in good heart. Today, I would give Bukayo Saka man of the match. As I said, goal and 2 assists. Guys posting unbelievable numbers. Got to give an honourable mention to Kai Havertz. Seems to be proving a lot of people wrong, including myself. I mean, the guy's scoring goals, scoring good goals as well, headers, shots. He holds the line well. He's an intelligent player. He's got good strength and deceptive pace. So maybe that is why Arsenal didn't go all out to get a striker in the summer, because Kai Havertz is proving at the moment to be that guy. Got to say a word about Sterling and, in particular, Gabriel Jesus, especially Gabriel Jesus. This was not a good game for him today. He came into the team. Some people raised their eyebrows at him starting today. I personally thought it was the right decision by the manager to give him a game because, with no disrespect to Southampton, if you're Gabriel Jesus, you're lacking in confidence. You're not scored in, I think it's something like 20 plus games now. To start at home against Southampton, you would expect him to, have a good game, get a goal or maybe an assist and, have a good impact on the game. However, it didn't quite go that way. So there's work for him to do. He's up against it, though. I've got to be honest. It's a long time now since I can look someone in the eye and say that Gabriel Jesus impressed me, which is a shame because we all know he's got talent. We all know he's a good player. But for whatever reason, it's not quite working for him at the moment. So let's hope that once the season restarts, he can, kick back into gear and get some goals, get some assists, and basically get his Arsenal career back on track. A word for Sterling, Raheem Sterling. He also got a start today. Now, we know he got a goal when he started in the Carabao Cup. But today, he kind of flitted in and out. He had some good moments. But he also had a few opportunities to score, didn't take them, and got substituted early in the second half. So overall, not a great look for him either. But, I'm sure he'll get further opportunities as the season goes on. But yeah, man, I mean, that's all I've got to say for today. It was a win that we all expected. However, we probably expected Arsenal to do it with a bit more comfort than they did. Shout out to Aaron Ramsdale back at the Emirates today for the first time since he left the club. Playing for a Southampton team, which, let's face it, are not the best team. I think they're pretty much odds on to go down. Ramsdale being the keeper, he's going to get a lot of work, and so it proved today. I thought he had a good game, actually. Some people might say he could have done better with Gabriel Martinelli's goal, the third goal. It seemed to go in his near post, but it was kind of very close range. The ball would have come at him very fast, so expect him to get down and make the stop would have been a bit harsh. But I think overall he had a good game, and it was nice to see him get a good reception from the fans. So yeah, that's it, guys. International break, Arsenal third in the table, unbeaten in all comps, looking good. And I think once the season restarts in a couple of weeks' time against Bournemouth away, we'll kickstart it again and go for it. And I do actually believe that Arsenal have a real good chance of securing some major honours this season. And so let's hope I'm right. But anyway, that's all I've got for today. Thanks very much for watching.